Yep.
All right. Well, congratulations to the new owners. This is White Fang. Oh, sit. Good boy. It's a white German Shepherd. I'm going to go ahead and just start off and show you what equipment we're working with. Right now we have a pinch collar on him. This is a standard 20-inch. So I took a few links off so it could fit him nice and firm. Should be good enough all the way until his adult size. This is a 4mm choke chain. Now these two always go hand in hand, so you're going to keep them on at all times together. I'll go ahead and show you with the pinch collar how to put it on. It's called a pinch collar literally because you're going to go ahead and pinch it to release it. Stay. And you see, what you're going to do is just literally squeeze it to pinch it, and it should go right in. Alright? And then it should fit around the dog. It's a bad idea with this little guy back here. Sit. Stay. Now when you put it on the dog, it should fit tight, but not too tight. Okay? You want to be able to still put a couple fingers underneath where the prongs are. Okay? The choke chain, you don't want it to be too loose so that the dog shakes his head and falls off. This is about as loose as it should be. And when you go ahead and clip them on the leash, you always clip them together. It's going to be these two clipped together on the leash. And the reason for that is because these pinch collars, through time as they wear in, they can have a tendency, if the dog shakes, to slip off. So whenever you have them on the leash, you always keep these two on together. Alright, well now I'm going to go ahead and run you through all the basic commands. We'll start off with sit, which is the position he's already in. So I can go ahead and tell him to come, so he'll move out of that position, and then sit. Now sit is always done with the palm of your hand facing up, and you're going to start down by your waist, and then you're just going to bring it up, straight up with a flat palm. And simultaneously, you're going to use the word sit, so that he can visually see the motion and he can hear it. The next command after sit would be down, which is the exact opposite. Instead of your palm facing up, the palm of your hand should be facing down. Okay? And rather than starting down by the waist, you would start more up by the shoulders. And then just bring the palm of your hand straight down. Down. Okay? The down is going to always be palm down. Now sit is always going to be with your palm up. Sit. The next command will be stay. It's very similar to a stopping motion. Alright, same palm, flat. Now this palm is going to be facing the dog's face. Okay. If the dog is coming towards you higher, you can use it upwards, you can use it downwards, so long as the palm of your hand is facing the dog's face, so he has vision and is making contact with your hand. Okay, this is going to be stay. Okay, anytime you do that motion, you'll know to stay. Okay. Now come, just like sit and down are exact opposites, stay and come are pretty much exact opposites. Rather than the palm flat in their face, you take your palm and you bring it towards your face. Okay? So come, sit, stay. Okay? We'll do that again. Sit, stay. Now you don't always have to say the words come. If you're trying to be quiet, you can just show him with the hand, and he'll know as well. Sit. Alright, well as I showed you inside how to clip the leash, now I'm going to show you the proper way to hold the leash. It's going to always be in your right hand. You take the loop, you just slip it through, give it a firm grip. The leash is going to be clipped to the pinch collar and the choke chain together. And now you want to keep a loose line. You never keep the line tight. If you need to, you can use your left hand to adjust the tightness of the line if it's dragging, but you always want it to be loose. Now I'll go ahead and show you how to heel the dog. So if you want Fang to heel, you want to pat your thigh about 2 or 3 times. Usually 2 times, 2 little pats is fine. And say heel at the same time. So it'll be heel. Okay? Heel. Sit. Stay. Okay? Heel. The dog, sit, should always heel on your left hand side. So anytime you're walking the dog, you should always be on your left. So you hold the leash with your right, but the dog stays on the left. Heel. Sit. Stay. Heel. Now, if he's ever out of line and you want to correct him to show him where he's supposed to be, just a little firm tug on the leash will remind him of the position you're asking him to stay in. Sit. Just like with the sit, if you ever need to correct him, it's going to be a little firm pull in an upwards motion while you tell him to sit. Okay. Same thing for down. It's going to be downwards, down. That's only the case when he's not listening, which is very seldom. Sit. Boy. But corrections are very necessary when the dog doesn't listen, so you can always keep him in check so that he can further advance himself in his training. We will be shipping Fang to you in a crate, so if you want to go ahead and keep that around the house so you can have a little spot to put him when you're not around. We also taught him the command to go into his crate. All you need to do is just point to it and tell him, crate. You should go right in. Alright, and keep in mind whenever you're taking him out of the crate, he should never rush the door or try to force his way out or push through you. You always want to tell him stay right before you open it. Stay. And he shouldn't come out until you give him permission. Come. Sit. Alright, well, just like crate, I'm going to go ahead and show you place. If you want to get a little bed to lay around for him to sleep in, all you have to do is lay it somewhere, go to it, point at it, and say place. And I'll go straight to it and lay down. Alright, well, now I'm going to go ahead and show you corrections. Whenever you're telling your dog to go in the down position and he's being disobedient, you would give him a firm no, but firm no. The firmness is what's going to make him understand that he needs to listen. Now if you say something to him gentle, no, no, he's not really going to take you serious and he's going to take advantage of you. So whenever you're telling him to go down and he's not listening, it would be a firm no and a snap in the downward position. No. Now he already knows the word no very well. As you can see, you don't even need to snap on it. So there are some cases when you can just be firm and say no. You don't always need to snap it. But he does need a reminder every once in a while to snap if he's not listening. Alright, now the same thing, instead of going in a downward position, a downward snap, you're going to go in an upward tug or pull to do sit. So it would be sit. No! Sit. Okay? And that's how you would correct him if he's not listening to sit. Stay. If you tell him to stay and he decides that he wants to move, you bring him back to the original position you first sat him in. And then you would tell him again, stay, with that same upwards pull and that same flat palm, stay. Okay? That should remind him that he's not going to move. Now, if you ever have him on the leash and you want him to come and he's not listening, it would just be a tug or a pull straight towards you. Come. Sit. Now, off leash, all those commands will work the same. When he's disobeying, you just use the word no very firmly, and it should work just the same as the tug. The heel is going to be a snap across the body when he comes out of line, and you're pulling him in the direction that you want him to heel. So if you want him here, see how he's staying there? You pull away, he's not there, you give him a little pull in that direction. Always across the body and a snapping motion. Okay? Now if you're going left and he's trying to push you to the right, you can bring up your knee just to push him so that he knows that you're in charge and that you're the one leading him rather than him leading you. Okay? So that would be how to correct if he's pushing for a left turn. With a right turn, if he's not where he should be, it's to snap across the body. Okay? Sit.